So in this lesson, I'm going to cover how you can use audience and live chat inside of ManyChat. So as you can see, we are now inside of the audience section in ManyChat. This is a place where you can see all of your audience who have opted into your messenger bot. So this is how it looks. And you have different options you can use here for your audience. As you can see, you have them. You have their name. You have their name, for example, Kyle here. The gender, if they have subscribed, unsubscribed, and when they subscribed in the first place. On the top here, you have the filter. This is a great option to actually filter out different things you want to do inside of ManyChat with your audience. So you press this button and then you get the condition, and then you can have different options here. You can have a filter for gender, for example, only female or male. You can have a language, time zone, location, and different options here. So you can also have tags opted in through. So let's say we do opt in through. Then we can go here. And if you, for example, want to find out the people who opted in through our website or from a Facebook ad, we can target only those people inside of the audience. So for example, let's say example landing page. We only want to have action for the people who opted into the example landing page. Then we go to is. But let's say we only want the people who didn't opt in through the landing page, but for example, only through the website. Then we go to isn't. So it's different options here. And it's a great way, for example, if you have sold anything or have different options on your website. So let's say you want to only target the people who haven't bought anything or opted into the bought sequence inside of ManyChat. You can use these different tools to do that. So let's say we say is and example landing page here. We don't have any subscribers to that yet, but that is just an example. So we close this condition, and the next thing you can do is use a search bar. So for example, if you want to actively search for a name inside of your bot, you know that this person is interested in lead and you want to find it and maybe add some actions to that name. You can, for example, search for Kyle. Then you see Kyle Livingston here, male subscriber 5 days ago. And what you can do now is you have this bulk action up here. So you can add an action. So this is, you can add actions for a lot of more people than Kyle. This is just an example, but if you want to add a bulk action for a lot of people, you can go here. Then you can add either a tag, you can remove tag, subscribe to sequence, unsubscribe, and set subscriber custom field, clear subscriber custom field, and you can unsubscribe from the bot entirely. So they will just get unsubscribed from the bot. You can use this option, for example, if they are very unhappy with the bot or spamming a lot, or different options there. So let's say you can subscribe them through sequence. You know that Kyle is really interested in your product, for example, or all the male people are really interested in your product, then you can subscribe it to a sequence interested in this product or something like that. So it's a great option to differentiate the audience you have inside of ManyChat if you haven't already done it when they're opted in. So for example, Kyle here, let's go into Kyle and see. You can see that Kyle has already got a tag on him. So if you want to add tags on Kyle, you can do that. If you want to subscribe into a sequence, you can do that. He's not currently subscribed to any sequence, so we will not get any automatically message that we will cover in the automation lesson later on. And you can also see where he opted in. So freerealestatebot.com, the messenger URL. And you can see that he's English, male, subscriber, currently not unsubscribed. And you can as well start a chat. I'm going to cover the live section in a minute. So on the right here, you see all the information. You see we currently have 7 subscribers. You can see the currently tags we have, and that is just tags on different options they have done inside of ManyChat, and we're going to cover that as well later on. So you can see all the different tags we have created here, and you can see all the widgets and which one. You can see free real estate bot. That's the one people have subscribed to. You can see all the sequences we have inside of here as well. So this is like how the audience function works inside of ManyChat. You have all the information here, and you can see all the stats, add bulk actions to them, have different conditions with a filter and stuff. So let's go to live chat here. This is a place where you actually can chat with your audience. So for example, let's say they have trigger a function where you want to chat with them, they're a hot lead or anything like that. You can go inside of ManyChat and chat with your subscribers directly inside of Facebook Messenger. So you can see we have all the people here. So if you, for example, go to Kyle, he's tested this bot a little bit. So you can see he's testing here, and we can start a conversation with him. As you can see here, the subscriber has interacted with your page more than 24 hours ago, and you can only send them a message to respond to a customer service issue in Messenger conversation. So you need to, you won't break any Facebook Messenger policy or ManyChat policy, so just be aware of this, that you can't spam people going in live chat if they don't have been active within the 24-hour time frame. So let's say now Carl is admin here. So let's say we want to start a conversation with him just for a test. Then we can go to continue conversation, and we can write directly to Kyle, and he will get this message inside of his Facebook Messenger. So we can say, hey Kyle, hope you're doing great. Have you checked out the bot yet? And then we can send, for example, so see if he wants to interact with us, and we can have a conversation. Maybe we can set up a time for a meeting or anything else if you want to do that. So now that is sent, and he will get that directly inside of his ManyChat or his Facebook Messenger chat. So that is how live audiences work. So it's a really cool opportunity to actually interact with your lead as well. So you have different options you can do. I will cover this later on in the automation section as well, but you can have different options where people do different stuff. For example, they add their phone number, and then the admins of ManyChat will get the notifications, and then you can directly go in and chat with that lead or subscriber. So it's a really cool way to interact with your audience. So make sure to use that function as well if you want to use all the features inside of ManyChat. So in the next lesson, I'm going to cover growth tools. It's going to be a little bit longer lesson. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.